I'm Kelly Bartlett, and I am from Portland, Oregon in the United States. I've been an AFOL forever. Like, as long as I've been an adult, I've been a fan of Lego. I started building Lego when I was a kid, about 4 years old, and just have never really stopped. So I grew up building sets with my brother, and then when I became a parent, had my own kids, I helped them build their Lego sets, and then eventually I just do Lego for me now. The things that I have built today for the Lego House Masterpiece Gallery are a chocolate shop and then a Clockmakers Studio. So I like to make little miniature rooms and scenes, and so I made 2 of them to display here at Masterpiece Gallery. Yes, so a couple of interesting things. I'll tell you an interesting thing about each one. So for the chocolate shop, the part that I started with when I made the whole thing was actually those light fixtures, the pendant lights, because I saw the Ninjago spinners. It's like you put a minifig in it and you twirl it, and it's supposed to look like a tornado. And I saw it and I thought it looked like, if you just turn that upside down, it looks like a light fixture. So I started with that, and then I built the whole shop around it. So those pendant lights set the scale for the whole thing, which made it a little bit bigger than minifig scale. So I like that. I think that's really interesting. And then it allowed me to brick build the furniture inside it, and you can get a lot more detail in that way. So that those light fixtures set the tone and the size of the whole thing. And then I just tried to fill it with as many detailed little chocolates and candies and just lots of details. And then for the Clockmakers Studio, what I like best about it is actually the floor and then the walls, because each one is built sideways. So normally for Lego building, you think of stacking bricks up because there's, the studs, and then you connect and you build vertically. But for the floor, what I did was I took a lot of plates and I stacked them sideways, so you get thinner lines and stripes on the floor. And so I wanted it to look sort of like a wood pattern, like hardwood floors, but maybe kind of old. So by building sideways, I can get more texture in there. And then same thing for the walls. Those are not just bricks that are stacked up, they're plates that are stacked sideways. And by building it sideways, you can get a lot more texture and just do some different things with it. So it's just different. I mean, I'm in shock. I'm so honored to be here. I was surprised when they asked me. I thought maybe it was a mistake, but I am so honored to be here, and to display my work it's amazing. I am among some of the greatest builders in the world, so it's really great company to be in, and I'm really honored. I would say I get inspired by, well, 2 things. The natural world. So when I go for walks, I take my dog for a walk and I look at all the trees and kind of nature around me, and I think, how could you build that in Lego? Because I love the challenge of trying to take something natural and organic and try to recreate it out of plastic bricks so that it looks still like it's natural and organic. So I think that's really interesting. It's like a puzzle. I like to challenge myself that way. And then I'm also really inspired by stories. I read a lot of books. I read a lot of children's books for my job that I do. So I love the stories that are told, and I love how much character and detail. So when I read stories, I get really inspired. And so I think that's what I think of when I look at the 2 builds that I made today, is each one, it looks like the setting for a story. And so you look at it and you think, what's going on here? What's happening? Who would go here? The clockmaker, like, how long has he been doing this? Like, I think of that kind of stuff when I build. So I'm inspired by stories also, and then just nature outside. I do have one exciting upcoming Lego project. I'm going to be on season 4 of Lego Masters in the United States, which starts on September 28th. So that's very exciting. When I build with Lego bricks at home, I'd say the biggest feeling I get is joy. It's so fun. It is just something I feel like I could do forever. And I guess fun is another word that comes to mind. I feel like I could sit there and play. And I do call it play, even though it's like design, it's art, it's puzzle solving, but it's joy, it's fun, and it's play to me.